What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of our Chicago Blackhawks franchise mode series on NHL 23. In this episode, we're going to be going through our third season with the Chicago Blackhawks. We have a lot of great young prospects coming up and getting the opportunity to play, and I think we made some decent improvements over the offseason headed into the new year. So, as always, if you enjoy the video, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. The support helps me out a ton. So here we go, guys. Let's jump right into our third season with the Chicago Blackhawks. Enjoy. Alright, so as always, to start the new season of our franchise mode, headed into the 2024-25 season, we'll just go over our lines real quick here. As you can see, you got Zuccarello, Reichel, and Apostolopoulos on the first line getting a +5. I don't know if I switch them, if it might be better to go with him on the second line. I think because he makes everyone up there so much better, but at the same time, you know, we'll see how he does, I guess. And if he's not doing as great, then we will, move him down and just put Domi back up on the first line there. And then as far as defense goes, we got Carlson and Jones on the first line. Pretty nasty first pairing. They're getting a +5. Then we got Korchinski and McCabe on the second unit, and Giordano and Murphy on the third pairing, getting a -1, but for a third pairing, both playing like an 80 overall, not terrible. Then for the special teams, first unit looks pretty nasty. We got both of our rookies up on that first unit. Zuccarello, great playmaker. Guryanov ready to fire the puck over on the left there, and Jones at the point. Power play 2 gets a -2. I just don't know why special teams are an issue with the Blackhawks for whatever reason, but not a bad second pairing. Good 4-man first unit, and a decent second unit there. As for penalty kill, first PK gets a +5. They look pretty nasty there. Second PK gets a -2, and third PK gets a -3. Again, special teams is so hard. I feel like a lot harder in this game, and first unit on a 3-man gets +5, then a -3 and another -3. So, the third unit's not going to see a lot of ice time, so it's kind of whatever, but I feel like, special teams chemistry feels a lot harder in this game to get going than it did in NHL 22. And as for the goalies, we did make an upgrade, getting Matt Murray, and then Mrazek will be our backup, so like a much more solid tandem in net this year. And I'm feeling pretty confident about them. We signed Murray to 2 years, so pretty good there for us, and we'll see how they do. So that's going to be it for our lineups, and we will jump right into the sim here. We'll go up to the new year, January 1st, 2025, and see how we're doing then. Hopefully some of these improvements in the offseason and our, hopefully our rookies can get going, and, we'll have a good start to the year. Alright guys, so in the new year, 2025, we currently work at 11, 22, and 2. I think we're like dead last in the league, or tied for last with the Kraken. Actually, the exact same record there, and the Wild only a few points ahead of us. So, literally not doing well. Seth Jones is our leading scorer, only 21 points in 35 games. Our rookies are playing pretty decently, but, honestly just don't know, what this team is doing. They're not scoring. Goalies aren't playing well. I guess, the sim just hates us this season for whatever reason, but, I guess it's good for our, our first round pick. But, we definitely want to make more improvements headed out to the trade deadline here. See if we want to make any moves to try and get more draft picks and whatnot. But, yeah, not doing too hot. I see our AHL team here is doing really well. 18, 5, and 3. So, don't know what's going on. Why our NHL team so bad. But, we do have a lot of young players on our team. So, that could be part of it. And we do have a new coach this season. So, that also could be part of it, but we'll sum up the trade deadline, see if anything changes with this squad. Alright guys, so at the trade deadline, we're going to 18, 41, and 4. Literally absolute dog water. Dead last in the league, only 40 points. Seattle there with 45. Zuccarello, our leading scorer, only 44 points in 63 games. I have no idea what's going on with this team. I think this might be the worst team I've ever had in a franchise series. So absolutely crazy that they're doing so poorly, and our AHL team's still killing it. 33, 13, and 6. I've tried changing the lines up, just doing whatever I can to see what can work, but nothing's really clicking here. Uh, who knows? Maybe it could be like the fact that we just have so many young players and a new coach this year, just not playing well. But like our goalies have been pretty brutal as well, so that's unfortunate. But heading to trade deadline here, probably gonna look to acquire some more picks, maybe. Um, if we lose the draft lottery this year, it's definitely the Sims out to get us or something, because this is just crazy. But we'll head into the trade deadline and see what we can do. Alright guys, so I just want to show you a trade that we made. The reason I didn't talk through it when I was making it is because I kept getting like a ton of trade offers from other teams, and it kept like resetting my progress, and it was just getting really frustrating. So we got Monahan, a third and a fourth from Nashville in exchange for Matt Murray and Ian Mitchell. Matt Murray, his numbers were the god awful. Like Mrazek was literally playing so much better than him, so we can just roll with Mrazek as our starter for the rest of the season. And Ian Mitchell like wasn't even playing for us. Like he wasn't developing it at all. He was still 79 overall, but he still had a lot of trade value for whatever reason. So it was like just an easy way to sort of ship him off. Get some extra picks, a third this year and a fourth next year, which is like whatever. But Sean Monahan, I think, could be at least a little more valuable to us. Probably going to play down on the fourth line and on the PK. He brings, good defensive stats with him on that front. So I think overall it's just going to be valuable to like salvage something this season and not be like absolutely god awful. So that was good. And like I said, Matt Murray was like our biggest Achilles heel this season. His numbers were just terrible. I think he had like wasn't even over like .88 on his save percentage, and he had like a 3.2 goals against average. So like really just holding us back, honestly. So yeah, we had to get rid of him. Mrazek was playing really well in the backup role. Hopefully he can keep that up, being our starter for the rest of the season. Alright guys, so it's in the trade, and Arizona accepted. So we ended up having to modify it a little bit. They said no to Curry and the second round pick. So we added Bodwin, who's like, I think he's like 28 and like an 83 overall defenseman. So pretty decent like return for them. But we got Chikrin, and we also got a second round, which is Edmonton's second round. So it's not going to be that great, but I didn't want to just absolutely, not get anything in return as far as draft picks go this season. So at least we have another second round pick in there. You never know. Sometimes second round picks turn out to be really good. Sometimes they don't. So might as well get that back. And we really weren't giving up anything in return. We have a second round pick next year already too. So wasn't really concerned about that. Curry, wasn't developing, like wasn't going to develop. He just had a lot of trade value because of his X factors and whatnot. And then again, Bodwin just not even playing for us. Because he doesn't really fit into our lines anywhere. So not bad at all. And we got Chikrin, huge trade for us, and we're definitely going to look to sign him to an extension. Alright, so the trade deadline is over. Just going to go through the trades here. There you got Tom Wilson going to Arizona, Vladar there going to St. Louis. There was our big trade for Chikrin, really happy about that one. Zach Whitecloud going to Pittsburgh. There is also our next trade for Monahan and a couple draft picks, just trying to get rid of Murray there. Nelson there going to the Sabres. LeBanc to the Blue Jackets. Dylan, Gagne, and Richie to the Predators. Gaudreau, Frederick Gaudreau to the Seattle Kraken, and in exchange for Vince Dunn, so pretty big trade there. Trennan going to the Ducks, and Florida getting Duclair back along with Pedersen and Wedgwood from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh getting Bobrovsky in exchange, so that was a pretty big trade there. So I'd say like that one and our trade for Chikrin seem to be like the biggest trades this deadline. So overall, good trade deadline for us. Oh my gosh, guys, I do not know what's going on with the Sim this season. Finished dead last in the league, only 50 points, 21, 53, and 8. Meanwhile, our AHL team over here is absolutely killing it, 44, 19, and 8. So, like, I do not know what happened with the Sim this season. We literally couldn't win a game. And, like, our rookies were developing pretty well. We had, like, pretty decent overall chemistry on the line, so like I don't know, it wasn't making any sense to me. I have no idea what the sim was doing this season. But regardless, watch us lose the draft lottery, which, you know, we're gonna go through that. We're gonna sim the playoffs, and I guarantee you would drop from like first to like ninth or something ridiculous like that because the sim this season, it was just awful to us. I think I should look at the full league on the points. So McDavid absolutely killing it, 115 points. A lot more people with over 100 plus points, so good to see that. It looks like Ovechkin will get the Maurice Richard. Yeah, 63 goals. Absolutely unreal, 109 points. My goodness, and just a lot of great players up there. As for defensemen, I got Quinn Hughes leading away 91 points. Oh my goodness, and a plus 33. So looks like he's pretty much a lock to win the Norris this season. And then as far as goalies go, Samsonov, they're leading the way, 47 wins. Very, very cool there. As far as save percentage for a starter goes, though, we have Vasilevsky, .94, leading the way. That's an insane number there. And also leading the way with the best goals against average. So he should be winning the Vezina. You know, much better numbers than Samsonov and just 6 less wins, so he's probably gonna end up winning the Vezina this season. Oh my gosh, guys, what did I say? We went from first to third. Philly going from 10 to 2? What is this game? Oh my gosh. I've never, like, experienced this with a team in franchise mode before. Like, I know I've only done a couple series for YouTube, but, like, outside I've done a lot of other franchise sims, and like I've never had a team this bad or this unlucky. Like, my goodness, this team is just cursed. And then just real quick, looking at retired players, we got Joe Thornton up there. Unreal career for him. Finally calls it quits at 45 years old, my goodness. Then we got a Poso, Hornquist, Neil, Foligno, and Little there. As far as goalies go, no one's super big. Hutchinson, Darling, and Aaron Dell. And then the 2025 Stanley Cup champions are the Columbus Blue Jackets. Very cool. They defeat the Avalanche in 7 games. Pretty... Oh my god, the Toronto Maple Leafs, man. What is going on? I don't think, like, the 3 seasons we've done so far, they haven't made it out of the first round. At least they didn't lose in 7 games, though, but they did lose to Montreal again, so pretty wild there. Anyways, 2025 Stanley Cup champs are the Columbus Blue Jackets. And then looking at the awards here, McDavid gets the Art Ross and the Hart. Quinn Hughes does get the Norris. Pasternak with the Lady Byng. Galvin gets the Calder. I believe he beat out our guy Villeneuve by just a few points. It was a pretty tight race, and then obviously our guy's plus minus was absolutely horrendous, but he put up like 40-some points, which is actually pretty impressive. They got Gaudreau with the Conn Smythe. Yep, Vasi there getting the Vezina. Campbell, though, gets the William Jennings. Andrew Peak with the Bill Masterson. Vegas coach Jack Adams. Sebastian Aho with the Selke. And McDavid with the Ted Lindsay. And then Ovechkin there with the Maurice Richard, breaking Matthews' 4 seasons in a row streak. Pretty crazy there. Alright guys, so I actually decided not to try and trade back up for that first round pick. As you can see here, the top 5 picks are all guaranteed medium elites. Even though this guy here projected to go first overall as a gem, all of these guys honestly look pretty nasty, and they're all left wingers. I also forgot we have Michael Misa here, so it could be interesting to like draft him and sort of see how he does. The only thing is, like, I'm not so much of a fan of his X factors that he has. I mean, this guy's pretty big, 6'3", and has some really nice offensive X factors. So, you know, I do like the looks of Malcolm Spence here. Strengths also says 200-foot game. And then we also have Zahn in here, so it says a 2-way forward. Put up insane numbers there in the QMJHL. Similar stat to Patty Kane as well, and like a ton of really nice X factors. You know, a couple good offensive ones there with tape to tape, and then also some really nice defensive ones such as Yoink and Shutdown. So 2 really interesting options, and you know, we're gonna have to see who we want to take. So the Islanders, I do take Feichel. He is an 82 medium elite. And then we have the Flyers pick here, and they take Furland. Furland, was he, like, he was ranked a bit lower, I think. Pretty good player, though. And let's see who we want to take. I honestly think it's between this Zonin and Spence guy. I checked out Omquist because he's listed as a gem, but, like, you know, I don't know. It's like a tough. They've got so many good players here, so we're gonna have to take a look at these guys a little bit closer and decide who we want to take. Alright guys, so after some consideration, I'm gonna take Malcolm Spence, mostly because his defensive stats are listed a bit better, and again, like puck protection, 200-foot game, so even though he has like all these offensive X factors, it still looks like he's, you know, similar style to Sean Couturier there, so still looks like he's gonna have a sound defensive game. So let's take him and see what he is. And oh wow, an 81 medium elite sniper there. Looks like a really solid pick, and yeah, like really nice defensive stats there coming out of the draft. Only 18 years old there, 86 defensive awareness, 83 shot blocking, 89 stick checking, and wow, discipline there, 98. You know, really strong guy there, powerful shot, so I'm really happy with this pick. Hopefully he can make a difference for this team. Okay, so the 33rd pick, I'm going to select Sean Malhi. Got a 50-50 low elite chance, guaranteed 3 years, and possibility for a lot of X factors. So again, second round pick. Sometimes these guys pan out to be pretty good, and sometimes they don't, but they do usually retain like a decent amount of trade value. So even if he doesn't pan out, could be a good trade. Looks to be the best guy here. Scouts like him. And he's a low elite, so 65 overall, not bad. He does have all those X factors, which is really nice to see. Obviously, the stats aren't that great. Good skater, though. Good shot. So yeah, really solid pick there. And again, should have like a decent amount of trade value. And then the next guy I'm going to select at 59th overall is Marcel Saint-Denis. Here, 50-50 low elite, guaranteed 3 years. Possibility for a lot of superstar abilities there. Didn't scout him as well as I would have liked, but his you know, stats and everything look pretty good. Listed as a gem as well, so let's see what he ends up being. He's a low top 6, 63 overall, so definitely not the best pick. He doesn't have those X factors, so like, you know, not really too great, but definitely could have been worse. You know, I'm pretty fine with a low top 6 here. Alright, next I'm going to select Sergei Dmitriev here, 50-50 low elite, guaranteed 3 years ETA. Probably not going to have a superstar ability on him, but didn't scout him great, didn't play too much, but again, the guaranteed 3 years should probably be decent, and he is a defenseman, so let's see what he is. And he's a low top 4, so it's actually in round 3, pretty solid pick here. You know, again, for the 3rd round, some of these stats, you know, not terrible for where you're picking them in the draft, so I do like that pick. Alright, next I'm going to select Tomi Ninima here. Pretty good shot at being low elite, guaranteed 2 years ETA, so pretty interesting here at 76 overall. Again, even if he's like lower rated or something, if he does turn out to be low elite or develop decently, he'll have decent trade value for the future. And he's a low top 6, but a 66 overall, so like not super low rated. I do like that pick. Really good puck skills, actually, 3 stars. At 76 overall, pretty crazy. So yeah, I actually like that pick here in the 3rd round. Alright guys, next just going with like the next best thing here. Medium top 4, 50-50, likely not going to be that. 5 years ETA, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being like a 7th D, but you know, we're sort of getting into like the bottom of the barrel here, so not much we'll be able to do. And yeah, medium 7th D, 50 overall, so you know, pretty bad player there, but again, 6th round, what are you going to do? And then in the 7th round, because we have absolutely nothing to lose, I'm going to select Jaden Morrison. We did not scout him at all, and I think it would just be interesting to see what an unknown player can be in the 7th round. Is a medium bottom 6, 47 overall, so like not really good at all, but that's actually pretty funny. You know, again, 7th round, it's like you're not going to get too much out of that. Alright, so the draft is over. I think like our first 3 picks were really, really good, especially that 3rd overall pick. I think, he's going to turn out pretty good for us. I just have a gut feeling. I mean, we need something to go right for this team here, so pretty good draft overall. Okay, so Kershaw renewed his contract. We gave him 2 years. Pretty decent fourth liner for us. Mrazek and Domi both declined because I said they weren't happy with the team's success. So probably going to have to release those two because I'm not going to overpay for them. We could go out and sign some other people. Alright guys, so entering free agency here, we have sent out some offers to some players I think are going to make a difference should they say yes. We'll sim through here and see who we get, see what we miss, and, just sort of ride the wave, see what we can do. Okay, so Marc-Andre Fleury accepted our offer. 1 year, I think it was like 1.2 million, so, he's still such a good goalie coming back to Chicago after last season, so pretty nice to have him back, and just a better goalie in net, I think. We also signed Sharangovich to a 2-year contract. Pretty good young player, really good defensive stats on him. I think it's like a 90 stick checking or something like that, so really good signing there. We also signed Karel Vejmelka. He actually put up pretty decent numbers last season, so, having 2 goalies, him and Marc-Andre Fleury, both 83 overalls, I believe, so should be some decent goaltending tandem. Hopefully they pan out for us. And then we signed Alex Killorn for a couple seasons. We are definitely not destined for a good run in the playoffs, buddy. I mean, did you see us last year? But again, another really good, forward with high defensive stats. I think is gonna, add a good amount of defensive depth to our team next season. And then we offered Konechny a contract. He ended up signing with Philly. Like, what a traitor. Pittsburgh, I mean, going from Philly to Pittsburgh. Wow. I just don't understand this reasoning that the game gives, because we literally offered him like 300k more than he was asking, so pretty weird there, but oh well. And there we go, guys. So Chychrun, after saying he didn't want to come back because of how bad we were last season, sent him an offer for, I think it probably had to do with the length of time on the contract. Originally he was asking for 6 years on extension with us. We ended up giving him 4 years, exactly what he wanted. I believe it was like 7.8 million or something like that. So hefty contract, but again, we're gonna be trading Seth Jones at some point. So pretty good contract there, and a really awesome defenseman to bring in for the team. Okay, so I also noticed Gurianov wants a contract extension, only asking for 2 years. I'm going to send him 2.75 and see what he says. He actually went up from an 83 to an 85, so that's pretty good to see, and just like really good player. He's been playing well for us, so let's see what he says to this. And alright, so Gurianov did accept our offer. Really good contract there, 2 years, take him till he's 30, and we'll just reevaluate how we do then. Especially because we're going to have to sign some of our rookies by then, so good signing for us there. Alright guys, so we're starting the 2025-26 season here. So to end the episode, we're just going to go over the lines as always. I don't know, +5 on the first line. It's honestly kind of nasty first line here. It's going to be like an 88, a 90, and an 89 playing together up there with a +5, so pretty nasty. Second line gets a +1 with Spence, Sharangovich, and Gurianov. Spence, obviously our 3rd overall pick, 81 overall. Lots of offensive stats. He's developing really nicely, and hopefully he can make a difference. I don't know, for chemistry's sake, I don't really want to do that. Called up Jaeger, he'll be playing with us this year, 78 overall. He'll be playing with Killorn and Reichel. And then we got Kershaw, Suzuki, and Tepley down on that 4th line here. Getting a -1, but it's the first line, they're not going to be playing that much. But still decent players. Overall, our team looks okay-ish. As for defense, you got Chychrun and Carlson up to an 85. Pretty nice to see, especially for a defensive defenseman. These guys don't usually develop that well. So good to see him getting up there in overall, 20 years old. And we got Jones and Murphy on the second pairing at a +1, and then Giordano Korchinski at a -1 again. 2 80s playing on a bottom pairing. Not terrible. I might like just move Korchinski up to get him more ice time because he's so young. Leave Giordano and Murphy on the bottom pairing there. Yeah, I like that better. And then as for goalies here, Vejmelka there, 83 overall. BR started here, Fleury 82 backing him up. So like, you know, two better goalies I think than last season. Fleury obviously a veteran goalie and just very reliable overall. And hopefully Vejmelka pans out here. Put up decent numbers last season. So overall, I mean, I think our team looks better. Although I said that last year and we were just absolute dog water. So take what I say with a very, very large grain of salt. But again, I mean, this first line looks really good. I could put Gurianov up there, but they lose at +5. I'd rather have it on the first line there. +1 on the second line should be good. And yeah, I like how this team looks overall. So, you know, we'll head into the 25-26 season in the next episode, and hopefully we can just have a much better season than we did, because like this was literally the worst season I've ever seen from a franchise team that I've managed. So we'll see what happens. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed my suffering through this season, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you don't miss when I post a new video. Thank you so much for the support. I will see you in the next episode where we'll be going through the 2025-26 season. Until then, have a good one, y'all.